My name is David Towsey. My course is Creative Writing, a PhD, in the Department of English and Creative Writing, and my hometown is Weymouth in Dorset. My research kind of falls into two main categories really. One which informs the creative and one which informs the critical, and then of course there's an overlap between the two. I'm looking at family structures in science fiction, so I'm very much interested in how in text perhaps where we're not even really focused on a family, those links are very much there to be made. For my creative, it's a lot more about how my own process works, very self-reflexive research, how I create characters, world building. Again, language, very similar, a close reading of language, but as me with the centre rather than, say, another author. I was 18, finishing kind of A-levels, looking what course to do, and really it was a choice between English and creative writing or, computer graphics. Those were the kind of things that I had. I came through the BA and the MA and realised that, this is kind of what I want to do as a career. I can do writing, I guess, without these things, but actually the framework, the support that you get within a PhD and a master's is really, really, really valuable. Can't really put a price on that, I suppose. To someone who's coming into postgraduate research, I would strongly advise meeting your supervisor, or at least having some email contact beforehand, to try and see if you can work together, really. Because it is a personality thing as much as anything else. Another thing that really struck me was how closer it was to a peer relationship than student-staff. It's really easy to pigeonhole yourself and forget that actually you're going to have to work on this project for 3 years. You're going to have some people motivating you, but that core motivation has to come from yourself. In terms of additional skills, I suppose the foremost one is kind of being able to write academically, producing work that is going to be suitable for journal articles. The library has enormous access to e-journals, and that's so intuitive and simple to use that it's very inclusive in that sense. I've been fortunate enough to be self-funded. I don't think I would ever say to someone, if you're not going to get funding, don't do the PhD. It is possible to do. If you can, find means and ways, they are out there. For a creative writer, it's so important to live somewhere that's lively. There's so many things going on. The art scene in Aberystwyth, considering the size of the town, is phenomenal, really. So there's loads of things to do, both in the evening and kind of during the day. But because of the size of Aberystwyth and the kind of the density of students, it's so easy to kind of become part of that lifestyle. And also geographically, you've got, it's a wonderful place. You've got the seaside right there. You've got mountains, 10 miles away. For a writer, and it's kind of a cliche to talk about geography and writing, if I get stuck on a chapter, I just wander down to the seafront and, everything, becomes clear. But, that does happen, it's an important part of it to be able to kind of just relax as well in your environment, and I think Aberystwyth really lends itself to that.